let's see. I'm going to say something positive about the Trump administration. God, what is happening? Something is going wrong. It looks like the Trump administration is going to completely shake up the State Department, completely restructure it, shut down about 132 agency offices, that is, departments, if you will, within the agency, within the State Department. It actually appears that this is going to be done in a systematic, thoughtful, strategic way. I'm not saying I agree with the strategy. I probably don't. I probably would shut different departments up. I probably would shut a lot more than the 132 departments up. But this is not DOGE coming in and just firing people and you have to cut extra, all of that. This is actually, there are, according to leaks, there are organizational charts of the old Department of State, the new Department of State. In addition, they're asking all departments to cut 17% or 15% of employees. In addition, I think that's all good. We want to shrink, but then we also want to prioritize strategically. Some departments are going to go away. Some departments are maybe, going to be re-emphasized. We're going to change the org structure. This is how you do things. So I want to congratulate Rubio, and DOGE is involved. So DOGE is part of the process. But this is the way it needs to be done, as compared to the absurdity, the ridiculous nature of how it was done in the first month, 2 months of the Trump administration, of just going and disrupting everything and making a lot of mistakes. Now, sometimes, and if DOGE had come in and said, look, it's going to be a crazy few months. It's going to be very disruptive, but we're going to approach this like we do in business. We are going to just do stuff, and we realize we're going to make a lot of mistakes. We'll make a lot of mistakes. And, we're going to adjust how much money we're literally going to cut, the $2 trillion, $1 trillion, forget about those. But we're going to make a lot of mistakes. We'll hire people back if we make a mistake. We'll adjust to what actually happens on the ground. But look, we're going in the way we go into business, and we're going to shake things up in a big way really, really fast, because otherwise the bureaucracy will take over and slow us down and nothing will happen. If they had said that, if they had communicated that, I think it would have gone a lot better. And I think there would have been a lot less criticism of them. And I think even within the government, they would have said, oh, I get it. Okay, that's fine. We'll probably people would have done it. It's not what Elon is saying. I'm going to cut $1 trillion, and we know exactly what we're doing. And, that wasn't a mistake. That was on purpose. They did not. They were not forthcoming. They were not transparent about what they were doing. They never admitted mistakes. And they went in like bullies and covered themselves up as if they were bullies. But here, they've teamed up with Rubio, and they put together a strategic plan. And they're actually executing on the plan to dismantle much of this. And part of this is they've already got communication ready to send to Congress, something DOGE did not do, telling them what is going on, why they're doing it, how they're doing it, telling them they don't need a budget allocated for this. And by the way, all this restructuring is being done in a way that does not require new legislation. So they're respecting the rule of law. They're not shutting down things that Congress has approved or demanded, and they're going to go back to Congress and said, we need this defunded, we need, and here's what we're doing, here's why we're doing it, here's what we're doing. So it's what they're doing, in at least from what I'm reading, it could be I'm wrong. It could be that this is all, that it's a disaster. At least from what I'm doing, this is a comprehensive reorganization. I don't know if it's good or not, but it is a comprehensive reorganization done according to the principles of the rule of law, according to principles of good management, with a strategic plan in mind and the cooperation of Congress, not just mayhem for the sake of mayhem. And it'll be interesting to see, what the details are when it actually happens. This is still in the planning stages, but it's going to happen really, really soon. You know, a lot of these departments that are being shut down makes a lot of sense that are being shut down. And we will see. They're also, of course, reorganizing USAID, USAID, which is now under the State Department. It wasn't in the past. And it'll be interesting to see how big that is ultimately, and how much money was actually saved by the whole exercise. And of course, what they do in order to get Congress to defund it, because as long as Congress funds it, you've got a problem.